Welcome to Design Hub. We're starting a complete pressure vessel design series as per ASME Section VIII Division 1. In Episode 1, we won't jump into formulas. First, we'll understand the roadmap and the key terms, because if these basics are wrong, your full design becomes wrong. If you work in oil and gas, you're surrounded by pressure vessels, separators, KO drums, scrubbers, filters, receivers. Most of these are designed under ASME Section VIII Division 1. So if you learn this properly, you can handle real projects confidently. Division 1 is a rules-based code. It tells you clear minimum thickness rules, nozzle reinforcement rules, and testing rules. It's not about over-design. It's about meeting safe minimum requirements with proper documentation and inspection. Here is the real sequence used in industry. First, you freeze a design basis and datasheet. Then material selection based on temperature and MDMT. Then geometry. After that, thickness checks, internal and external pressure. Then nozzles and reinforcement. Then NDE and PWHT. Then hydro tests, supports, drawings, and final manufacturer data book. Design pressure is a pressure we use for thickness calculation. Many beginners use operating pressure. Wrong. Design pressure is selected to cover maximum expected pressure, including upset and relief philosophy. Thickness is directly proportional to design pressure, so DP selection is critical. Design temperature is the maximum metal temperature used for design. Why important? Because allowable stress comes from material tables and drops as temperature increases. So a vessel at higher temperature may require thicker shell even at the same pressure. MAWP is the maximum pressure that this exact vessel, this thickness, this material, this weld efficiency, can handle at a certain temperature. Many people think MAWP is the same as design pressure, but actually MAWP is usually calculated as a result after design. Corrosion allowance is extra thickness that we intentionally add so corrosion can happen without reducing safety. Think of it as sacrificial thickness. Your strength calculation is based on minimum required thickness, then you add Ca for life. MDMT is a minimum metal temperature the vessel can experience. At low temperatures, carbon steel can become brittle, so MDMT becomes a safety parameter. It controls whether we need impact testing and sometimes forces us to use LTCS or different materials. Joint efficiency, E, represents the quality level of welded joints depending on inspection. If you do more ND like radiography, your E can be higher, meaning you may reduce thickness. If E is low, thickness increases. So mechanical design is not only math, inspection decisions matter. Allowable stress comes from ASME Section VIII. It depends on your material and design temperature. Never assume allowable stress. Always pick it from tables. This is one of the biggest reasons why correct design temperature and material selection come first. Before doing any thickness calculation, you need correct inputs. Process gives pressure, temperature, flow rates, phases, fluid properties, PSV set pressure and vacuum scenarios. Mechanical basis gives corrosion allowance, MDMT, material, NDE, PWHT, orientation, and support philosophy. If any of this is missing, you'll do rework later. To make this practical, we will design one reference vessel throughout the series, a horizontal three-phase separator as per ASME Division 1. By the end, you will have a complete design approach like a real project, datasheet, thickness, nozzles, reinforcement, testing, and deliverables. In the next episode, we'll build the design basis and datasheet step by step. We'll decide design pressure and temperature properly, define cases like upset and vacuum, and then we'll be ready to start calculations in Episode 3.